again. Hey. Good morning, guys. So we are having a pretty slow morning over here. We're trying to take it slow and just have breakfast and get ready because the rest of the day, well, Sean is crying now. Hold on. What you doing? Let's start again. So anyway, the rest of the day is gonna be pretty busy. We've got a lot going on. As you can hear, I'm sure with the drilling, they're still working on the bathroom. So I'll give you guys a little update on that. Mom's actually on her way because she's gonna help me like try to pick out grout colors for the tile and stuff. So Mimi's gonna be helping me with some things. And then on top of that, I'm cooking a meal, which I'm gonna share with you guys. I'm cooking a meal for one of my friends from co-op that she just had a baby. So we're doing like a little meal train for her, kind of get her stocked with some food so she doesn't have to cook. So I'll be sharing a recipe with you guys, giving you a little update on the bathroom. There's a bunch of other like little random things around the house that I wanna show you and just chat with you guys about. So I hope you guys are ready to hang out today. This guy has been quite in just like a mood the last couple days. I think he's getting another tooth. And so he's been like extra cranky, extra fussy. He doesn't want me to put him down and he starts screaming when I do. So that's how the last couple days have been. Super fun and exciting. It's been just like hard for me to get anything done. I had ordered yesterday, I did like a Walmart grocery order and I got him just like more of like the little pouches and stuff so that I have food for him when we're on the go and stuff. And these are just getting very pricey. They're getting very expensive. Like each of these pouches is like $1.50. Like baby food is expensive, and he's having multiple of them a day. Like he's having, you know, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I'm trying to feed him between 2 to 3 times a day still. And then obviously he's still nursing, but I don't know, like this is not gonna be super sustainable just to keep buying them. But I know that they're obviously convenient for throwing in the diaper bag and stuff. I just wish, like I do wish I had the time to make them on my own. I just know that at this moment in my life I don't. But props to you guys if you guys have managed to make your own baby food. I've made a little bit, right? I've made a couple things here and there that I have mostly for him for like dinner time. But for on the go, this is still like the best that I can do. And I try to get them organics, like this one, this brand I like, Plum Organics. Earth's Best also has organic, but then when they're organic, they're obviously more expensive. What I've been trying to do with Sean as far as eating goes, and I've seen that some of you guys have asked for like, I don't know, like videos on him eating and stuff. Maybe we'll get there. But what I've been trying to do is I still do the puree as like the bulk of his food. But then I've started, like if I'm eating eggs, for example, in the morning, then I'll put a little bit of like the eggs on his high chair for him to eat. I did that with pancakes yesterday. I made the kids pancakes for breakfast and then I just chopped up some little pieces, put them on his high chair. He's still not like super interested in the finger foods, but I'm just trying to expose him to like different textures. Okay, the kids are being super good right now, entertained on the table.
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see. They're each playing with the sticker book. So Jackson has this one that's like a little construction sticker book. Look at that. You put the little cranes.
But I can't set this one.
Maybe you can put it down here on this one.
Oh.
You see? So he's entertained there. Riley's also doing like a paint by stickers book that she got for Easter. What are you making?
I'm making this.
A little chick. Very good. So while they are entertained there, I'm actually heating up the oven because I'm going to bake bread for my friend. But this is something that I showed you guys on Instagram, and I want to share it here because it is bringing so much joy to my life, something I never knew that I needed, but now I definitely do. So this is Joseph Buell's latest 3D print project. You know, guys, I've shared like all the things that he's been printing, from the cars that Jackson plays with, like all the things. But he made me this plant, and I love it, and I have it here in the middle of my table. And what's even better about it is that it's not just like a plant, you guys. Like, it is a set of plant coasters. I think it's pretty cool. I was just mind blown when I saw it, and I told Joe that I needed to have it in my life. So he printed out, like with the printer, all of these pieces. This piece, like all of the coasters themselves, the stems. The only thing that's not 3D printed are the little rocks. So these are just like rocks from Home Depot. But the actual planter is 3D printed. It's very cool, and it is making me so happy to see it, to have it here in my life. So I thought I would share that with you guys. Everyone's like, can I get one? Can he sell them? Maybe one day, if we ever have time. It has to like be worth it though, like whatever. But for now, I have one, and it is awesome. And then since we're on the topic of plants really quick, I'm here trying to do some work on my pothos. First of all, I've been calling this a pathos. I'm very sorry if you were like cringing every time I said that. It's a pothos. And I'm trying to give the roots like some air because it's been in this pot and I don't know, it hasn't been really thriving. So I'm working on my plant. And so one of the things that I'm doing is I'm propagating some of the leaves. But what I'm doing is I cut some of the leaves off of like these little stem, like these sad looking stem vine things. I cut off some of the leaves and I put them in water. And then what I'm trying to do is get the roots to grow. But over here, like those little white things that are growing out of like the brown little stubs, like those are new roots that are gonna be growing out. I think you can see maybe this one. So they grow in the water, you'll get new roots, and then I can have essentially like new plants that I can put in another vase, or I can plant them back in here to make the plant look a little bit more alive, to make it look a little bit fuller. So that is my newest plant project. I've never done that before, like propagating little leaves. So I'm excited about it, and it's something cool, like to just watch it from day to day, like change and like see the roots form. Very satisfying. So anyway, let's shape some bread so I can get the bread going for my friend, and then maybe, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna start working on her recipe. I told her I'm gonna bring it over to her house before dinner time, because then like I'm gonna have like traffic, and it's just gonna be easier for me to get it to her like earlier in the day and just like drop it off on her front porch. But this is that quick and easy bread that I always make. It's just like my go-to at this point, and everybody likes it, and it's easy, and it's just like something nice to go with any meal. So I mixed the dough last night, and then this morning, this is all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shape it, and then in a few minutes I'll put it in the Dutch oven that's in the oven right now, and then we'll have a nice little loaf of bread for her. Okay, while Sean is sleeping, I've got this whole bag that I need to empty from the weekend. We went to my mom's pool. And yes, I caved and I bought a bog bag. My friend had one and I was influenced by her, but they're really nice like for the beach and the pool, because like they have like the holes and they dry, and it's just easy to rinse out with the hose, like all the things. But of course, like anywhere you go, anywhere, like I told you I think in the last vlog, like I had my baby carrier. What else did I have in here? Maybe we'll do a really quick what's in this bag. Hat for Sean, I had my bathing suit and my pants. Had a dress for Riley, pants for Jackson. This is one of Sean's little toys. Everywhere I go with Sean, I take one of these muslin blankets still, mostly so that if I have to nurse with other people around, I throw this over my shoulder and I nurse. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you, but anywhere I go, he's got one of these in his car seat, and then that way I just throw it over my shoulder, and then I can totally just nurse, you know, lift my shirt up, whatever, and it's a little bit more private. So that's like one of my go-to baby products. Like I travel nowhere. Yeah, so then I can feed him. These are Jackson's feet. He just decided to sit here by the bar stools. So yeah, always have one of these. This is real life, my friends. I had heels because we were at church first, so I took other shoes to change into, but these need to go upstairs. My beach hat is like my little sun hat. Another little book for Sean. Shoes of both of the kids because we were going somewhere after, and then they had like other non-church shoes. This was all wet clothes of the kids. So this is wet bathing suits that we have to wash. This was a sleep sack in case Sean needed to sleep at my mom's house while we were there. And then we've got your water bottle, Jackson. Extra change of clothes for Sean. That's what Jackson wore to church. And then I had like a little thing if I was gonna stick Sean in the pool, which I did, but I didn't end up using this. I used like an actual bathing suit. This is a half-eaten pouch, some random snacks, and then it has like this little bag that attaches where I did put like the other kid snacks that I took. But look, like there's already food at the bottom, so I can take a wipey and clean it fast. Can you throw that away, Mama? But yeah, this is my go-to like pool beach bag. Plus, like a lot of the moms will take them to like the park. We go on a park trip and you have a million things. This is a nice one, and it comes in a bunch of different colors, and it like stands. They have accessories for it. It's like a very basic thing. Like think of it like the Stanley of like these kind of tote bags. It's expensive, so it was like a splurge. I'll link it down below in case you guys want one. They have like a smaller size too. It's just something that I treated myself to. I had it in my cart for a very long time, and I still wanted it like months later, so I went and I got it. And now it makes me happy. Okay, so Sean is still sleeping. I was able to put a bunch of bags away, like tons of bags that just had random things in them. So I was a little bit productive. Since he's still sleeping, I'm gonna show you a couple things that I got in, just like a random little haul. I got a couple things in from Merit. This isn't sponsored by them, but they sent me these things to try. And I tried them really quick yesterday, and I really like them. So I'll link them. They sent me was their signature lip. It's like a matte lip, and it's this beautiful like red, not red, it's like a beautiful like rosy pink. First of all, like look at the packaging of this lipstick. It is beautiful, and this is the color, which is totally like my vibe here. Of course, you're really cold. She's like, oh, lipstick, new lipstick. I'm gonna have to use my phone as a mirror because if not, this is gonna come off atrocious.
It looks so beautiful, Mom.
It does? Whatever, I don't know if I'm exactly in the lines.
Beautiful.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
But it's a really pretty color. This one is in the shade Sunday. So I picked that one, and I don't know, I was getting nervous. I was like, I probably picked a bad one, but it was really nice. So just like a matte lip, they have a bunch of different shades. So that I was happy with. And then they sent me this too. They always send me their brush, which is really nice. I actually do use this with my foundation sometimes because it's like a really nice brush. And the brand itself is just very nice. It feels very luxurious, and I don't think the price is that bad. This is their Day Glow. So it's like a little like bronzing, it's called a highlighting balm. And this is what it looks like when you take it out of the packaging. So I'm usually pretty skeptical when it comes to anything that looks a little bit bronzy because I don't normally wear even bronzer. Yesterday I used it almost kind of like in place of where I would normally do blush because I don't have any blush on today. I just kind of did like something like that, and then I blended it in with my fingers. And I thought it looked really pretty. I've just got to make sure that I'm doing it right here because I used like an actual mirror yesterday. But I did it kind of like that, and it kind of gives me like a chiseled cheek moment, and it feels really nice. So I think I like that. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, fix it up, and then I'll come back. So yeah, I put it on both sides. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty for summer too. So that is, again, their, what is it called? The Day Glow highlighting balm. And I'm not sure if this comes in other shades. Whatever, I'll have them linked in case you wanna check those out. Just some new fun makeup that I got to play with. And then I also got, a lot of you guys have been asking me about this necklace that I've been wearing, which this is from a company that, like, I found them outside of my church here in Miami. It's like a little local company. And they were doing like a little sale, so I bought it. And it's like a beautiful, like Mother Mary pendant, and I love it. It's like one of my favorite things. But if you guys are not local to Miami, I'm gonna show you a new one that I got in from a company that I love. This is another Catholic company, and it's called Immaculate Bless. All the packaging is like this beautiful, like dusty pink. It's so pretty. She sent me, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed the cross that I wear. It's like the 4-way cross. Maybe I've shared it before, but she sent me a new piece, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. So this is like the little box, very high end. Like their prices are kind of expensive. Like her price point is higher because the quality of the stuff is way nicer than anything that I have ever purchased. So this is the one that she sent me, and I thought it was so beautiful. Of course, it's having a hard time focusing right now, but look how beautiful it is. The miraculous metal, and then on the back, it's got this detail, the Marian detail on the back. I'm gonna put it on now, and you can see me wearing it, but I thought it was just worth mentioning to you guys, showing you. And just the quality, I don't know if you can tell, like her stuff, I bathe with that 4-way cross that I've had for a while now. I bathe with it, I never take it off, like when I'm actually wearing it. And it has never like tarnished or gotten like bad, but this is the one that I have now, and it's just so pretty. So just another idea, this one I do have a code for. It's an affiliate link, so I'll have that in the description box if you want to buy something for Mother's Day, if there's someone that you're shopping for. I'll have that down below. And then if you follow me, I love you too, Gordo. And then if you follow me on Instagram, sometimes she does like she'll do like flash sales, and then I tell you, and then you get more of a discount, and then I still get like the affiliate commission for it. But this one is super pretty, so now I'm like perplexed. Like, do I wear this one today? Do I wear this one? They're both so beautiful. So this is another way the kids are entertaining themselves today. They are building with Lincoln Logs. Surprisingly, the kids, like even though they're into technology and stuff, every once in a while, like they still love stuff like this, the Lincoln Logs. And Riley will look at the instructions and then build her houses. How's it coming along?
It's coming along really good.
Yeah? What are you making?
I'm making a Lincoln Log little house for this thing. It's supposed to look like this.
For like the ranger?
Yeah.
Like the ranch guy?
There's a horse that comes in.
Very good. Oh, I love it. Look how nice the bread turned out. The bread looks really good. So now I can give her this with the casserole that we're gonna make, and I got like a little Caesar salad to go with it. So that will be the delivery I have to make in a little while. And then since I'm cleaning the counter, just more things to show you. I have another little mini thrifted book haul to show you guys. I went to another Goodwill this past weekend. Yeah, this past weekend. It was so nice. Joe watched the kids in the morning so that I could just, well, I went to go get a massage, which was really nice, which I hadn't gotten in a while. I got a massage and it was just glorious. 60 minutes of just quiet, and it was really nice. Even though the lady was like really getting into the knots, and I'm like, this is not relaxing, but still like quiet, peace and quiet was really nice. So Joe watched the kids, let me do that. And since I felt like I don't know, I was like kind of pushing my limit there, but I was like, I still need just a little bit more me time. So I went to another Goodwill that I haven't checked out, and I found a couple dresses, which maybe I'll show you in another haul, because I want to do like some other like fashion stuff soon. But I also picked up some books. So I found Judy Moody. This one was $1. This book was cute because it's a board book and it's English and Spanish. So it's one that I can use for the kids. It has like all of the text in English and then the same text in Spanish. So this one was $2. I found this one, The Very Hungry Caterpillar ABCs. This one was also $2, and it's just got all of the letters, but we love The Very Hungry Caterpillar and Eric Carle, hence why we got this one. This one I had actually rented from the library for the kids. It's a great book for spring, all about like the life cycle of a seed and like how the seed goes flying in the wind, and then like eventually it grows into a flower, and then the flower eventually releases its seeds and like starts the whole process again. So it's a really good book and I like it, but I have to return the copy that we had to the library. So I found it thrifted and I paid $2 for it. So that was my little book haul. Sean's awake from his nap. Hi, Gordo. Hi. Good morning. He is so funny. How are you? Good morning. He's so funny. The other day I came to get him from his nap and he was biting his whole teeth. He was like biting the side of the crib. He was laying on his side and he had his entire mouth like around this little thing here. I don't know if your kids ever did that where they ate their crib, but Riley used to do that. Riley, she used to gnaw like on the side of her crib to the point where like all the paint came off. How do you get up? We're trying to teach him how to like pull himself up, which I also don't really want to teach him because then he's going to try to be getting out of his crib. Gonna pull? What if you stand up? Hi. Hey, bud. Say hi. He did a nice little nap. Let me do a couple things. Let's go downstairs. You ready to go see your siblings? Okay, so it is a lot later. It is 2:30. Sean is supposed to be taking his nap, but he is like moving around in there. He's not really sleeping yet, but he is quiet. So I'm just letting him roll around in there and giving myself a nice little break. We've been here. Mimi was over. She went to Home Depot for me. She helped me pick out some grout. So we did like lunch, like the whole early afternoon we did, and then she just went home now and the guy finished working. So I'm gonna show you the bathroom. I forgot what the last update was that I gave you guys, but right now the floor is in. I don't think you guys have seen the floor fully in. We're missing the grout again, but this is the tile all done, and then he finished putting all of like the sheetrock or whatever on the walls. And let me step back so you guys can see better. So this is the extent of the shower right now. So he's been working on this, working on covering up all the walls. This is the first time that I stand in here with all of this covered, and it just feels so cool. Like he framed out the shower, and then remember, all of this is gonna be glass. It's gonna be like a glass enclosure, which they'll do at the end. That's gonna be like the last thing that they do. But over here is where the freestanding tub is gonna be. And then we have all the fixtures up against the wall. So like that's where the water will come in. And I am just super excited. I think it's gonna look really nice. The wall tile is gonna be all of the shower and then all underneath the bath, well, like behind the bathtub. This wall won't have tile. This wall right here is just gonna be like a plain white wall. So then once everything is done, like I'll put like a piece of artwork, like a plant, I don't know, we'll figure out like what I can use that space for. Over here is obviously where like the vanity is gonna be, but that's still downstairs. So this is kind of like his staging, and then like the toilet is still gonna be back there. We're gonna redo like the, what's it called, the door frame, so that it's like the more modern door frame like we have in the rest of the house. But I'm really excited. Like I'm starting to finally like feel like it's coming together, and I think it's gonna look really nice. Definitely much nicer than it was before, but he's been like, imagine this one guy for the most part. It's usually one dude that's here working, so he's had to do this all on his own. So he'll work from like 8 to like 1 and then he leaves. So it's like not an all day thing. So it's been taking a little longer than I would have liked because I'm just like anxious to have my space back. And it's so interesting how like when you turn on the light too, like when you have the lights on, like everything looks a little different. Like the color of everything looks a little different. But this is the tile that we went with and I really like it. Now hopefully it looks good with the shower tile too. I'm trying to figure out what to do with Sean. Like he's not going to sleep, but I really was hoping that he'd take a nap because then when he's up from his nap or like here soon, I want to go finish, I'm going to finish cooking my friend's meal and then take it to her. So I want to like get out of the house and take it to her. But anyway, something new that we've been doing during Sean's nap time, his second nap, his afternoon nap, I have re-implemented quiet time, or I am trying to re-implement quiet time because it was getting to the point where like I had no break at all the entire day and I was dying. Like my soul was dying. So being home with the kids, like it's a lot and I love it. It's my choice, but I needed just like a moment where I needed a break. So I used to do quiet time with the kids like a long time ago, where once a day, usually like this was like when Jackson was taking his nap, then I would tell Riley, okay, you're gonna do quiet time. But it was easier back then because number one, it was just like Riley on her own. So it really was like quiet because she didn't have somebody else to like be with or like talking to. So she would do quiet time, but she also had her iPad during quiet time. I would give her her iPad for that hour or so in the day. So that kept her very entertained. I have since been trying to cut back on their iPad use. Like honestly, I can't even remember the last time I gave them their iPad. They'll still use it every once in a while, like on a special occasion or if we have a road trip, then they'll get their iPads. But I'm trying to get away from like every single day iPad usage. And so for quiet time, I'm like, okay, I'll do it quiet time, but I have to like kind of sell them on the fact that it's not going to be with their iPads and that they're going to be in their room and that they need to be quiet. So we've tried it this week. It hasn't been going all that great because it's been like them two in the same room. So then there's fighting. So my rule right now is like they can be in their room. They each have toys in their room that they can play with quietly. If they start fighting, then they are going to be separated and like they're going to have to sit on their beds. Like they're going to have to be in their own like bed space, the top bunk, the bottom bunk. So when they're peaceful and they're playing and they're not being loud, then it works. But when they're fighting, then it doesn't work because their room is really close to Sean. And then I'm like, they're going to wake him up. This is not very quiet. This is not quiet time. So we're working on it. I'm still trying to navigate it, but let's go see what they're doing and then we gotta go downstairs because I gotta finish cooking. How's quiet time going, guys?
Good.
Good?
I'm playing and I'm playing too, so they're both princesses.
Okay, so they've got in here, they've got their Tony box, they have a yodel player. What am I hearing? The yodel player?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. What are you listening to on your yodel player?
Little random songs.
Little songs? Okay, so we've got yodel player, Tony box. Riley, why don't you turn off the sound machine then? There's so much noise in here. So they can play. She's got her Barbie dream house. And then before we finish quiet time, what do we have to do before we can go back downstairs?
Clean up.
We gotta clean up the room. Very good. So you guys keep doing good quiet time, okay? Mama will be downstairs. Okay, so let's cook. I'll have the recipe down below. It's a chicken parm casserole. I don't know if I said that already. I'm gonna start off by washing one of these really quick. I started like just having these always on hand, the little foil casserole baking dishes or whatever, for instances like this, so that if I want to like take something to somebody's house or give something to a friend, then I have these and nobody has to worry about giving me dishes back. So let's wash this up. Okay, the recipe is so easy because this is the extent of what you need. You need some chicken, which I just cooked earlier while my mom was here. So I've got some chicken that I'm gonna chop up. Then you need pasta, which I already cooked up the pasta. And then you need Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, some Italian seasoning, I think, and then breadcrumbs. I think the recipe also says to get like melted butter, because you do like melted butter with this as a topping. When I made it for myself, I kept it really easy, which is what I'm gonna do this time. So there's really nothing to it. Plus, obviously, you need some pasta sauce. So here's how I made it the other night, and let's just do that together. The recipe says that you can use like rotisserie chicken, and you can just like pull the chicken apart like rotisserie chicken. I have these that I just cooked up. I just like baked them in the oven with a little bit of like garlic powder, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. And I'm gonna make them like chunks of chicken. Last time when I made them, I did like almost like pulled chicken. I didn't like it as much. So let's just do like little pieces of chicken. Okay, so we have our pasta. I'm gonna put the entire jar of the pasta sauce. And I just got pasta sauce in my eyeball. It's nice. I'm gonna mix that, and then we're gonna add the chicken in here. Add all this chicken. I don't know if I should do like one more thing of chicken. I feel like it's got enough chicken. So now that all the chicken is in there, we're gonna do a cup of mozzarella on like in the pasta, and then the other cup will be like on top for the topping. So we're just gonna add, I don't know, like half of the bag of the mozzarella in there. Okay, then this is asking for like half a cup of grated Parmesan. I'm just gonna grate up some Parmesan, mix that in there. So we've got the cheeses and then about a teaspoon or two of Italian seasoning. We're gonna throw that in there. And this isn't super hot yet, but we're just gonna mix it. And the chicken again is already cooked, so everything in here is cooked. We're just like melting the cheese. So now I'm just gonna transfer it into that pan. I'm gonna put it all in here. And like you could eat this just like this. But we're gonna do like a little topping. Okay, so this right here would be a meal in and of itself. Like this is like a lot of food, so I feel good about it. Happy to be able to just like, again, the whole point is to just take her mind off of like having to cook. And she's got like a family and she's staying with family, so here you go. Here's some food. When I made it for Joe and I, what I did is I added, like when I was cooking it for dinner, is I put a little bit more of this like mozzarella cheese on top. And then a little bit more of the Parmesan cheese on top. And then after that, you top it off with breadcrumbs. And then these are just like Italian style breadcrumbs. And then this you stick in the oven and you bake for like 15 more minutes. Basically just so that the cheese on top will melt and like the breadcrumb mixture, whatever, like crusts up, it gets like a little bit golden brown. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell her that when she's ready to eat, to go ahead and heat this up in the oven for 15-20 minutes just to watch it. So I won't do that now. I'm just gonna write that on the instructions for her. But she should be fairly happy with it. I was happy with it. I'm gonna put some foil like this. And this is totally something that you can make for yourself as like a freezer meal. Like put this in the freezer and then bake the whole thing another day, another evening for dinner. Bake at 350 for 15 minutes or until panko crust turns brown. Okay, so like Sean ended up going to sleep, which makes me super happy because now I have this time to clean up my kitchen, which is just like such a mess from today, from all the stuff that was going on today. But look, this is what it's gonna look like for me to take my friend a meal. So we've got this, and like obviously none of this she has to return to me. I wrote her the little instructions. I'm gonna send her a picture of the recipe in case she just wants to know what's in it. And then we've got the loaf of bread that I made, a Caesar salad, and some cookies from Walmart from the bakery for dessert. So I think that I would like this if I was a new mama and just didn't feel like cooking. So just an idea if you also know somebody in your life that you want to bless with a meal. All right, so we are back home. Our delivery is done, so that was good. And I made it home without too much traffic. So my friend got her meal. And now I wanted to show you that I've been trying to practice with Sean his like pulling up skills and like his standing skills. And so what I've done is I've taken out like the cushion from the couch. That way he can kind of try to pull up on this. My tripod is about to die. But this is like what I've done here. Put like his toys, and then I try to encourage him to like pull himself up, or sometimes I'll just like stand him up there. But he wants the camera. I think the only way to get him to do it is to put the camera over here. Yeah, he's very interested in getting that camera. Good though. How do you pull yourself up? Pull yourself up. There you go. Hi! You can do it, bud. So if your little one is also like you're trying to work on standing skills and stuff, maybe just take out the couch cushion and in some way that they can like pull and practice that skill. I think my mom told me that she has like one of those like little toy walkers at her house. Of course, there goes my tripod. So yeah, that's something that I want to get from her house. But in the meantime, this is how I'm gonna practice with him. Little dude, what do you see? Oh, say hi. I guess all I gotta do is put the camera somewhere. And that's that's how I'm gonna get him to walk one day. Just chasing the camera. Hi. Sit. Go. Pull up. Pull yourself up, be strong. Be strong. We gotta work on getting him on his knees. Go. Go, go, do. Good job. Like half on his knees. Come on, pull yourself up, bud. Pull up. This is literally what it looks like. Here, come. Try to get this. Can you get that? He's like, I want the camera. Go. He's like, I want to go over there. Yeah? Okay, so it is a million years later. The kids are in bed. They're not quite asleep, but they are in bed. And I have the house to myself right now. It is so nice. Joe had a church meeting tonight, so he won't be home till like another hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. So I have this time now to myself, and it feels so nice. Sean will hopefully last a little longer. I don't have any like deadlines or anything today, so I can just like relax and watch a show. I can't remember the last time that I did that, so I'm so excited to just have some nice quiet time to myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. I took a shower. I feel like a whole new woman. Like I needed just a nice warm shower after today. Like it was a good day. It was just, by the end of it, I was just fried. So I took a shower. I just feel nice and cozy now. Like, you know, like when you just like get in your jammies and you can just like relax. That is how I'm feeling right now. And it is really lovely. There's something bothering me in my eye. But before I end the vlog, I did want to just say thank you to you guys for like the prayers on the witness talk that Joe and I did the other night. It went really well. I mean, I think it went well. So I just appreciated like all the prayers and those of you guys who are thinking of us. It was, like I said, like the first time that Joe and I did like public speaking like that. Like it was a good group of people that we spoke in front of. It was like all the people that had received their sacraments this go round. We were just like giving our witness and like talking about Joe's story and how he came to the faith and like all the NFP stuff and how Sean was born and just like all of that good stuff. So it was like good because we were able to like really reflect on it ourselves and then share that with others. And then at the end of the talk, like there were some people that came and chatted with us, and like the whole thing was that it wasn't like about us. Like we're just happy to do our part, like happy just to share what God has done in our life. And so like that's the biggest thing. Like we prayed a lot beforehand. We asked the Holy Spirit to give us whatever words that the Holy Spirit wanted to give us so that we could speak to these people. And it was really cool, like just how much peace I felt about it, because even though I talked to you guys and I've done my fair share of public speaking in my life. Like I used to be a tour guide at FIU when I went to college. Like I was a tour guide, so I was used to speaking in front of groups of people. And like when I did my like, I don't know if you're new here, like I published a book way back in the day, like when I was still writing about like corporate life and stuff, when I was like a blogger and I had like career-based stuff. But I wrote a book, and then like when I did like stuff for the book, like I've given speeches in front of people, but I was still like a little bit nervous. Like, you know, it had been a long time since I did that. So I was praying a lot. We went to adoration right before we gave the talk, and that was really beautiful just to be there with Jesus. And then we went and we gave our talk, and it was just nice to kind of like, I don't know, maybe hopefully plant some seeds or share something that was helpful for some people. So it was really nice, and I pray that, I mean, if the Lord wants to use us to continue to share some of that in real life and like here, that he just like helps us to discern, and that those opportunities come up to share a little bit of our story with other people. I don't know, like I'm just trying to be obedient. Tell me what to do, Lord. That's another reason why I feel like I'm just so happy that I'm at the point here in my, I don't know, YouTube career, social media career, where like I don't feel like I have to hide my faith. I don't feel like I have to be like filtered about my faith. Like at this point, I've made it very clear, you know, that I love Jesus, that Jesus has completely changed my life, and I'm excited to share like my faith with you guys and my Catholic faith with you guys. And like it's not something that I feel like has to be a secret, and I really love that. And I just am so happy that there's so many of you that support that, and also like just how respectful other people are too. Like again, I've always told you, like, we don't have to agree on every single topic. We don't have to have the exact same beliefs. Like I know a lot of you guys watching on here are Christian, and maybe you're not Catholic, and that's like that's okay. Like we're still brothers and sisters in Christ, and I think that there's a lot that we can learn from one another. And I will continue to say that I think it's so much more important that we focus on like the things that we do agree on, the things that we do have in common. But whatever, I'll be doing like a faith Q&A here soon to kind of chat more about that. For those of you who get annoyed, and for those of you guys who are like, oh my gosh, like this girl keeps talking about Jesus, or I don't know, she's annoying talking about her faith, like I'm sad that you feel that way, but also like think about it from the perspective of, I think I've shared this before, like I am your friend, right? And I love your faces, right? And I share so much of my life on the internet, but like I consider us friends, virtual friends. Like I don't know every single one of you personally, but like we are friends, we have a relationship. If I had like the ultimate product that would help you in the kitchen, or if I had an ultimate life hack, or like if I found the best pizza place down the corner and I thought it was so bomb, I had the best pizza, whatever, and then like I didn't share that with you, like that would make me a crappy friend. Like, I would be gatekeeping from you, and like that's how I feel about Jesus, right? Like I think it makes sense. So that doesn't mean that you have to have all the answers. I don't have all the answers, but maybe it plants a seed in your heart. Maybe it causes you to do a little bit of research, watch some videos, like whatever. Like that's all that I intend to do. And it's not to like shove it down your throat and like, hey, you can't be my friend if you choose to not look into it, if you don't choose to go check out the pizza place, but like I'm at least gonna let you know that it's there and how awesome I think it is and how it's changed my life. And I hope that you guys do see it. I think at this point it's pretty obvious just like what a better space I'm in these days. Mentally, just like the anxiety. I feel like I have grown so much, and that's not to toot my own horn because it's not about me at all. It's about what Jesus has done in my life. So yeah, that's it. And that would end up being another really long rant, but I will share more of that soon. Like I said, I want to sit down and do a faith-based Q&A. So if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, anything having to do with faith, you can let me know in the comments here or message me wherever. That's it. It was a good day, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my quiet time. So that's it. I love your faces. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in very soon in my next video. Bye guys.